So good day everyone, we will be presenting the features of periodic table. So it will be presented by me, Jabo Farhana, Sulaiman Farhani, and Jamil Nailia. So our objective is to know the chemical properties that are related to the position of the component elements in the periodic table. So the materials are a periodic table of elements and the references in chemistry.
Periodic table, also known as periodic table of chemical elements, is a tabular display of the chemical elements. It is widely used in chemistry, physics, and other sciences, and is generally seen as an icon of chemistry.
So the discussion is the periodic table has 7 horizontal rows and periods. The first period consists of hydrogen at the top of the table and above the first column and helium on the top of last column to the right. The second period begins with the lithium and ends with neon. So the question is, how many elements are there in this period? So there are 8 elements in the second period since it starts with the element of lithium until the element of neon.
Number 5. The periodic table has the following vertical columns called families or groups: 8A groups and 8B groups. Number 6. The group B elements differ from the rest because they are heavy metals. Number 7. Elements with atomic numbers 57 to 71 forms the lanthanide series or rare earth elements, while those atomic numbers 89 to 98 forms the actinide series or radioactive elements. So the question is, what is meant by rare earth elements? Any of a group of chemically similar metallic elements comprising the lanthanide series, and usually it is scandium and yttrium. They are not especially rare, but they tend to occur together in nature and are difficult to separate from one another. So the other question is, what is meant by radioactive elements? Radioactive elements are made up of atoms whose nuclei are unstable and give off atomic radiations as part of process of attaining stability. The emission of radiation transforms radioactive atoms into another chemical elements which may be stable or may be radioactive such that it undergoes a further decay. Number 8. The 8A groups are further divided into 3 subgroups. So the question is, how do A1 and A2 differ from the other group 8 elements? The elements in group A1 are called the alkali metals, while the elements in group A2 are called the alkaline earth metals. The elements in group A7 are called the halogens, and the elements in group A8 are called the noble gases or the inert gases. So the other question is, why is hydrogen separated from the rest if A1? So the atoms of these elements have full set of electrons and their outer level match the properties of any single group, so hydrogen is set apart from the other elements in the table. Hydrogen is above group 1 because atoms of the alkali metals also have only 1 electrons in the outer level. And how do A3 to A7 differ from the other group A elements? So our answer is they have higher ionization energy than the group A1 and A2 elements and are ionized to form A3 positive charges. The elements in group A7 are called the halogens, while the elements in group A8 are called the noble gases or the inert gases.
Number 9, the group 3 elements last column to the right are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. They are inert gases mentioned in our books. So the question is, what is meant by inert gases? Inert gases are the group of chemical elements which belongs to the group 18 in the periodic table. There are 6 inert gases present: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. Select the inert gas referred to chemistry books on the following informations. So what are its general characteristics? Xenon is a colorless, dense, odorless noble gas found in Earth atmosphere in trace amounts. So where is it found in nature? Xenon can also be found in the gases that evolve from certain mineral springs. It is obtained commercially by extraction from liquids, earth. Number 10. The elements on the left portion of the chart, located to the left of the tip, zigzag line, are metallic. So give 5 common characteristics of metals. So A. Lustrous. Metals have the quality of reflecting light from their surface and can be polished. B. Malleable. Metals have the ability to withstand hammering and can be made into thin sheet known as foils. C. Ductile. Metals can be drawn into wires. D. Good conductors of heat and electricity. Metals are good conductors because they have free electrons. So the last is E. High melting and boiling point. Metals have high melting and boiling points. Tungsten has the highest melting and boiling point, whereas mercury has the lowest. Sodium and also potassium have low melting points. So number 11, the elements on the right portion of the chart, those located to the right of the zigzag line are non-metallic. So give 3 common characteristics of non-metals. First, non-malleable and ductile. Non-metals are very brittle and cannot be ruled into wires or pounded into shapes. Second, poor conductor of heat and electricity. So non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. And the last one is low melting and boiling point. The melting point of non-metals are generally lower than metals but highly variable. So the last one is the elements which border the zigzag line behave like metals or non-metals. Under different conditions, they are called metalloids or amphoteric elements.
So the first 20 elements, starting with lithium and proceeding from left to the right, row by row, in order of increasing atomic numbers. So the first element is lithium. Its chemical symbol is Li, with the atomic number of 3 and atomic mass of 6.941. It is the highest of the metals. It's soft, silver white, with a low melting point and reactive, and with the density approximately of half of the water. So the second one is beryllium. Its chemical symbol is Be, with the atomic number of 4 and the atomic mass of 9.0112. It is also toxic bivalent element, steel, gray, strong, lightweight, primarily used as hardening agent in alloys. It has one of the highest melting points of the light metals and has excellent thermal. Next one is boron. Its chemical symbol is B, with the atomic number of 5 and atomic mass of 10.81. It is either an amorphic dark brown to black sugar or dark lustrous and brittle crystalline metal, occurs as a highest purity boron. Extremely hard and resistant to heat, boron is a weak low temperature conductor of electricity, but when temperatures increase, then improves. Carbon. Its chemical symbol is C, with the atomic number of 6 and atomic mass of 12.011. Carbon is a unique element and has a soft and dull gray of black in color. It also has a low boiling and melting points and tetravalency, with helps in long carbon chains. It also don't conduct electricity. Nitrogen. Its chemical symbol is N, with the atomic number of 7 and atomic mass of 14.00767. Nitrogen is a common, normally colorless, odorless, tasteless, and most diatomic non-metal gas. It has 5 electrons in its outer shell.
So the other 20 elements is oxygen. Its chemical symbol is O, with atomic number of 8 and atomic mass of 15.994, which is 16. Oxygen is an odorless gas, tasteless gas, and has pure conductor of heat and electricity. It is also slightly soluble in water and denser than the air. So the other chemical elements is fluorine. Its chemical symbol is F, with the atomic number of 9 and atomic mass of 18.9984, which is 19. Fluorine is an univalent poisonous gaseous halogen. It is pale yellow-green and it is the most chemically reactive and electronegative of all the elements. It is also reactive that glass, metals, and even water, as well as other substances. Other chemical elements is neon. Its chemical symbol is Ne, with the atomic number of 10 and atomic mass of 20.179. It is a colorless, tasteless, odorless inert gas. It changes to reddish-orange color in vacuum tube. It is chemically inactive. It has the lowest liquid range of any element. The other chemical elements is sodium. Its chemical symbol is Na, with the atomic number of 11 and atomic mass of 22.989, which is 23. It is a soft metal, reactive, and with a low melting point with a relative density of 0.97. It is the most important of all the alkaline metals. The next chemical element is the magnesium. Its chemical symbol is Mg, with the atomic number of 12 and atomic mass of 24.305, which is 24. It is also a shiny silver and gray colored metal. It is the lightest of all structured metals. These elements are strong enough to be used to build buildings, bridges, automobiles, and airplanes.
Aluminum. Its chemical symbol is Al with the atomic number of 13 and 26.981539 its atomic mass. It has low density, is non-toxic, has a high thermal conductivity, has excellent corrosion resistance, and can be easily cast, machined, and formed. Silicon. Its chemical symbol is Si with the atomic number of 14 and 28.0855 its atomic mass. It is for electronic devices because it is an element with very special properties. One of its most important properties is that it is a semiconductor. Phosphorus. Its chemical symbol is P with the atomic number of 15 and 13.974 its atomic mass. While white phosphorus is a poisonous, waxy solid and contact with skin can cause severe burns, it glows in the dark and is spontaneously flammable when exposed to air. Sulfur. Its chemical symbol is Ace with the atomic number of 16 and 32.065 its atomic mass. It is a tasteless, odorless, brittle solid that is pale yellow in color, a poor conductor of electricity, and insoluble in water. Chlorine. Its chemical symbol is Cl with the atomic number of 17 and 35.453 its atomic mass. It is greenish yellow gas at room temperature and atmospheric pressure. Argon. Its chemical symbol is Er with the atomic number of 18 and 39.948 its atomic mass. It is colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. Potassium. Its chemical symbol is P with the atomic number of 19 and 39.10 its atomic mass. It is metal, is soft and white with a silvery luster, has a low melting point, and is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Calcium. Its chemical symbol is Ca with the atomic number of 20 and 40.08 its atomic mass. It is fairly soft metal with a shiny silver surface when first cut. The surface quickly becomes dull as calcium reacts with oxygen to form a coating of white or gray calcium oxide. Scandium. Its chemical symbol is Ac with the atomic number of 21 and 44.956 its atomic mass. It is silvery white solid with a slight pink or yellow tint when exposed to air. It has a melting point of 1538 degrees Celsius and 2800 degrees Fahrenheit and a boiling point of about 2700 degrees Celsius to 4900 degrees Fahrenheit. Titanium. Its chemical symbol is Ti with the atomic number of 22 and 47.867 its atomic mass. It is lustrous white metal with low density, high strength, and high corrosion resistance.
So our conclusion is how important the periodic table is. It is one of the important achievements in the field of chemistry. It is full of patterns that enable us to better understand the world around us. Without it, we would not have the many products and medicine that we have today. So that's all. I hope you learned something in our presentation. Thank you.